Hello my friends, you are on channel Crow Life, and today in big guide about ULT gear and the location where you will find it, Mount MYOBOKU. I had to wait a bit until I was able to get the mythic ULT gear for a more complete and informative video. First, I will tell you the general functionality of Mount MYOBOKU and then in detail about each ULT gear and what is needed for each character. So, let's go! Mount MYOBOKU opens at account level 105 and world level 110 or only at account level 120. Here you can get ULT gear for completing chapters and MYOBOKU prayer. ULT gear provides excellent stat bonuses and some sets provide additional skills. There are 65 chapters in total. Each chapter has 10 stages. At each stage there are 3 different conditions for passing. They are written below, read them carefully and try to fulfill them. I'm already at chapter 42, the difficulty is high here, so I can't complete all the tasks for 3 stars. For example, here we need victory, deploy not more than 1 melee ninja and finish within 6 turns. So, not more than 1 melee and try 2 stars. We can again try not. Then victory, deploy at least 2 fire ninjas and finish within 6 turns. 2 fire and like this. Yes, 3 stars. Next, deploy not more than 1 water. 1 water, not more. Not more than 1 water. Like this, yes. Wind ninja not allowed. Without wind. Deploy at least 2 support ninjas and at least 2 ranged. 2 support and 2 ranged. It's so hard. 2 ranged. 2 support and ranged 1 and ranged 2. No. The most common question is what is FM? FM is a formation number. Click here on change and select the desired formation. At the last stage of chapter is the boss. In fact, this is the easiest stage of all that is. You just need to put the first team your main one and the second team the corresponding conditions. Display at least 3 support ninjas. 3 support ninjas. Start, skip, skip. And the boss stage is completed with 3 stars. Each day you are given 5 first clear chances, meaning you can complete a maximum of 5 stages per day. You can accumulate a maximum of 15 such chances. For example, if you haven't logged into the game for 3 days. Chances are not spent on repassing the stage. If you could not pick up 3 stars, you can return at any time and try to pick them up. In order for the next stage to open, it's enough to take at least 1 star. But to open the next chapter, you need to score 20 out of 30 stars. Therefore, don't worry if you cannot collect all the stars, the main thing is not to stop and move on. Later you will level up, come back and take all these stars. Also daily by clicking on the gift button, you can get some alt nin shards. For completing the stages, you will be given various alt gear, Fukasaku and Shima tokens, which you will use in MYOBOKU prayer. Also alt gear shards, for which you will buy alt gear in shop, and also here you will receive gold. And at higher levels you will be given oil. If you click on the leaderboard button, here you will see the top players in terms of the total number of stars received for the stage. Unfortunately, there are no awards for this. There are hidden stages on the 5th, 15th, 25th, 35th, 45th and 55th floors. To go through them, you need to know the Naruto manga very well. Or just don't forget to subscribe to me, because I have the most detailed guides for this game, and now I will reveal everything to you, these secrets. Chapter 5 need Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke 4 star and Kakashi 9 stars. Chapter 15 need Shisui, Mei, Toneri, Kushina and Pain 9 stars. Chapter 25 need Team First Ina Choji 4 stars, Yamata, Kakashi and Naruto Sage Mode, and Team 2 Shikamaru 10 stars. Chapter 35 need Danzo and Itachi Reanimation 10 star. Chapter 45 needs Naruto 9 tails and Sasuke. Indra, it's Yin or Uchiha Fire 11 stars. Chapter 55 you need 5 of any Kage, for example Hashirama, Tobirama, Hiruzen, Minata, Tsunade 11 stars. If in doubt, read the description of the characters. If the description says that the character is a Kage, then it will definitely fit. Hokage, Mizukage, Kazekage, Tsuchikage. There are no Raikage characters in the game. For completing these stages, you will receive Disruption Cube Shards, which boost all ninjas' attack. It's a very useful item, and you will also receive different tokens. So, here in Kaguya statue, we open Fukasaku tokens. When the total alt gear score is 10,000 and the equipment is on all 5 characters, 6 paths statue will open. Click on the arrow on the right. Here we open Shima tokens. As you already know, like various summons, they also need to be opened in 10 pieces. Don't waste your gold here, it's too expensive. From here you can get alt gear, shards, MYOBOKU stones and different alt gear. Every day you can open only 1 token for free. Take only Shima once you open it, as the rewards here are much better. As you open, as in the Beast contract, you will receive intermediate rewards in the form of chests. Guide about beasts is already on my channel, be sure to check it out. For 40, 80 and 140 discovers, you will get alt gear shards. For every 20 discovers, you are guaranteed to get a good or mythic alt gear. As I said, the rewards in 6 pass statue are much better. There are more shards. Here you can drop from 3 to 5 stars alt gear. In Kaguya statue, only from 1 to 3 stars. And most importantly, for 200 discovers in Kaguya statue, you will receive 1 random 3 star nobody needs alt gear. And in 6 pass Random 5-star 1 alt gear. This means that you need to find 200 tokens, and for this you may drop an unnecessary mythical alt gear. I think this is a mockery of the players. In the wish list, you can put the set you want. It works like wishing well for beasts. If I was lucky in beasts, then sun gear has never fallen to me. Initially, you will have 4 sets available for purchase: Konoha, Atsutsuki, Nara, and Miss. With an increase in the total alt gear score, new sets that everyone needs will open. There are 14 sets in total in the game. To increase this score, you need to find alt gear of more stars and improve it with refresh. The total alt gear score is written on the character in the alt gear tab and also in MYOBOKU prayer best score. Inuzuka gear becomes available upon reaching 15,000 score. Hyuga, Uzumaki and Cloud 19,000 points, and all other sets are unlocked at 20,000 score. 5-star are unlocked at 30,000 points, and MYOBOKU oil at 40,000 score. It's the minimum you need to get in order to unlock all the functionality. Buying an alt gear may drop gear of normal, good or mythic quality. Don't buy MYOBOKU stones in the store. You will get them in large quantities by selling unnecessary equipment. As soon as you open MYOBOKU oil, be sure to buy the maximum amount every week, 30 pieces. Even if you don't yet have the mythical 5-star alt gear, you need it for further pumping. So, your goal is to get 40,000 alt gear points as soon as possible by all possible means. To do this, you buy alt gear in shop, get 4 stages and tokens. Konoha for tanks, Atsutsuki and Nara for melee and ranged characters, and Miss for supports. Collect sets of 2 or better 4 parts of the same gear for the maximum bonus. Exception for characters pumped through crits. You can take a set of Inuzuka in 2 parts for 5% crit and Cloud in 2 parts starting from 1 star to make a total crit of 10%. This is a lot. For example, a 4-piece Atsutsuki set gives 10% crit only on 5 stars. On 4 stars there are 9%. Next, do a refresh to the maximum until you get the characteristics in percent. The most points are given by HP and attack in percent, though in other characteristics like speed, control and other, look only for HP and attack in percent, since you need points in the first place, and only then, when you have everything open, you can gradually change to more necessary stats. When you get almost to the maximum of the desired stat, for example 4.4% HP from 5%, you can click on Clock Stats and do a refresh. For each attempt, 50 gold will be spent, but only this characteristic will change. This is more profitable because a huge amount of silver and MYOBOKU stones are spent on refresh. If you can get stones in Monk MYOBOKU and for sell unnecessary alt gear, then silver is needed everywhere, always and a lot. As soon as you open 4-star alt gear, be sure to take it and look for good and mythic quantities. Take only the best alt gear sets. Don't waste shards on starting sets, as shards will be very scarce in the future. After all characters have 4-star alt gear, start buying 5 stars and look for good and mythic. Keep in mind that 5-star gear rarely drops of good and mythical quality, so be patient. Wait and don't buy 5-star gear right away. First make all the characters at least 3 to 4 stars, otherwise you don't pump anyone like that. Sell normal quality alt gear by clicking on the sell button. You will get stones here for refresh. So, we sell normal quality and unnecessary sets. We leave the good and mythical necessary alt gear. Normal quality is much worse than good quality, because good quality has additional skills. Even 1-star good quality will be much more useful than any normal one. The exception is 2 parts of Sanju and a set of sand. Sell everything else of normal quality. Now I have a Nara set on Naruto. I was lucky, I immediately dropped 2 mythical ones in a row, and also I need a sun set for speed for Naruto. Nara is also doing great now and gives me a lot of attack. In the future I will change it to sand. On Neji, I have the best set and the quality compared to the rest. And here I managed to find a mythic ring, and I already raised it by 1 sub-star, 5 stars with MYOBOKU oil. So, for pumping alt gear we need 1 5-star mythical gear, oil, silver and stones. To upgrade a 5-star alt gear further, you first need to do a refresh 30 times. Find the required skills, upgrade it to the maximum and then upgrade for oil. At 1 sub-star we get +1 base stat, at 2nd we get +1 random stat, and at 6-star we get a set bonus improvement. For example, here 4% boost and for 7 stacks, and here 3.4% and 5 stacks. To pump 5-star gear to 6-star you need 400 oil, so be sure to buy it every week. From 6-star to 7-star you will get an additional 1 more basic skill. It's improvement, and at 7-star maximum also an improvement in the basic skill and the set bonus. On Kisame I also have the right Uchiha set. I will look for 5-star. On Madara and Sakura the same thing. I will look for 5-star sets. If we click on the alt gears gallery, here we will see all possible gears options. Alt gear can be worn on characters starting at 9 stars. The alt gear section also has buttons on the sides. Realm takes us to Mount MYOBOKU. Shop will open a shop. Pray, MYOBOKU prayer. Bonus shows the total bonus of your set on this character. Manage. Here you can immediately remove all equipment and make additional options for sets. You don't need this, first collect 1 set for all stars on all characters. And library, this is alt gears gallery. So let's look at each set. Konoha, its starting set for tanks, can be put on as support, increases defense. Otsutsuki, it's a starting set for melee and ranged, but as I said before, a 2 and 2 set will give even more crit damage than a full Otsutsuki. It's better not to collect it. Nara, starter set for fighters, looks great on Nagato, increases attack. Mist, starter set for supports, increases healing. Inuzuka is one of the best sets for kill tank characters. Who they are, I explain in detail in the guide for beginners, link in the description. Increases crit and damage against tank. If you need more crit, use 2 and 2 sets for 10% crit. Hyuga, attack, damage against ranged. Weak, so can be used in a 2 and 2 set, but I don't recommend collecting it. Uzumaki, attack, damage against melee, this is already better, but I also not recommend collecting it, you can only at the beginning. Cloud, crit, damage against support, best in 2 and 2 combo for 10% crit. The best sets that have their own special skills when collecting 4 items they are Rock, the best set for tanks, gives defense plus gives a skill similar to rebound. If your tank is under attack, he, ignoring the shield, deals damage to the enemy in % of his HP, and since the tank has a lot of HP, the damage will be good. Uchiha gives attack plus increases attack up to 5 times every round, good for both melee and ranged. This is one of the best sets in the game. Akimichi increases crit plus in case of a crit can deal additional damage, ignoring the enemy's shield. Suitable for melee and ranged, collected in crit chance and crit damage. Yamanaka, the best set for supports that heal a lot, gives additional healing and a skill when healing a character is also gives a shield from above. Sen is the best set for characters who need speed. Also, there is no additional skill, but this set is one of the best. And Senju is the most controversial set because for 2 parts it gives control res so that the character does not fall under control, but for 4 parts, if it gets under control, it heals itself very well. That is, a 4-part set does not fully reveal, so it's better to use in 2 and 2 combinations. Each old gear has base stats, permanent cannot be changed, set stats and a random bonus. One of these stats can drop here when you do a refresh. On earrings and rings, the stats are different from necklace and bracelet. On the first 2 stats are attacking, on the second, defensive. Only flat, not in %, HP, attack and speed are the same, other skills are different. Flat attack and HP we definitely change, we don't need them. Speed also flat, it's very necessary for many characters who need to walk as quickly as possible. We select the remaining skills for specific characters when we have reached 40,000 scores. Don't forget that T damage is only suitable for melee and tanks except Itachi and Conan, and A damage is only suitable for ranged combat, Itachi and supports except Conan. Skills on the left. For fighters, the best skills are speed, attack and %, critical rate, force, hit rate, control for characters who have control, and jutsu or ninjutsu damage. For tanks, there are speed, attack, healing. For supports, speed, attack, healing, and for some, control. Skills on the right. Everyone needs the same. Speed, defense, HP in %, crit and control resistance. For characters going to dodge, dodge. Otherwise, this % is too small, low chance to dodge. The accent on crit res, since no crit means no damage. In ninja commands, you can select commands with alt gear. Also great commands, but my personal opinion is that ninja commands are better for me, since I have no problems with alt gear so far and I need a lot of food for leveling characters and of course for 100 shinobi openings that you can watch on my channel every month. Maybe I will take commands on alt gear when my team is at maximum and I need to level up my alt gear, but for now it will not be so. You can also find Fukasaku tokens in some events like this. There is also an event when you can get oil for getting 5-star mythical alt gear. So what alt gear is needed for each character? For Kawaki and Mei, Sand if there is enough speed, Uchiha. For Kisame, Rock is best, but you can put Sand so that he goes first since he has control. For Shikamaru, Akimichi or Uchiha or 2 and 2 combo for crit chance. For Kisame, Uchiha. For Tobirama, sand only. For Sakura Yamanaka was sand. For Hashirama, Uchiha, and for Mei, also Uchiha. For Gengetsu, a combination with the Senju plus 2 sand set, since Gengetsu must move before the fighters, or if their speed is already enough due to the swift jutsu, instead of sand, rock for defense, or Yamanaka for healing. And for Zabuza, rock or sand for control. Boruto, sand or Yamanaka. Madara Susana, Uchiha. Kakashi, Uchiha. Sasuke, Akimichi or Uchiha. Shisui, Uchiha. Tsunade, Yamanaka. Madara, only rock. Obita, Uchiha. Itachi, rock. And Hiruzen, Nara or rock. For wind characters, better sand. For Gar New Era, sand. Hinata, sand. Neji, Uchiha, worse sand. Danzo, sand. Konan, sand. Pain, sand. Minata, better Akimichi or Uchiha. Naruto, sand. Worse Uchiha. Orochimaru, sand or Ina. Gaara, rock or sand. Naruto Minato, sand. Orochimaru New Era, sand or Uchiha. Tsunade Byakuga, sand. Koji Kashin, sand. Naruto Baryon, Uchiha. Naruto Nine Tails, Uchiha or Akimichi. Jiraiya, rock. Hamura, Uchiha. Minata, same as Gengetsu. Hagoromo, Yamanaka. Kushina, Yamanaka or sand or 2 and 2 combo with Senju plus 2 sand set. Gai, Uchiha. Mitsuki, Uchiha. Hashirama, sand. Sasuke Itachi, Uchiha. Sarada, sand. Obita, rock. Sakura and Sasuke, Uchiha. Kaguya, Yamanaka. Momoshiki, Uchiha. Itachi, Uchiha. Nagata, Nara or 2 and 2 on 10% crit. Kabuta, Uchiha. Tonari, Akimichi or Uchiha. Kinshiki, sand. Madara, Uchiha, worse sand. That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe, leave comments, ask questions. I will answer everyone. Good luck, good game, and bye bye.